when Gordon first got there, they thought that he was like them. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, because he fucked up in Chicago doing something.
Yeah,
So they was
yeah,
like, he's probably perfect here for the group, and like that was highlighted when he first met the commissioner or whatever. Like he was talking about, you gonna
yeah.
get my best work, and he was like, I'm sure. He was like, you ain't got to worry about my honesty. He said it never crossed my mind.
Yo, who is the voice actor of the commissioner? He just oozes sleaze.
Let me see. Loeb is John Polito. I don't know who that is. Oh shit, that's
That's the Matilda
he's
dad,
from
right?
no, Matilda dad was what you call him?
Don't say
Danny
Danny DeVito.
DeVito.
All right,
Yeah.
I literally have here, right, that this voice actor is the Danny DeVito of voice actors. He oozes scumbag. I just knew he was a bad guy. The moment he said, Gordon, I'm like, oh shit.
I know this nigga from something. I can't. What do I know him from? I got his Wikipedia page. He was in Highlander. Okay,
What? Here we are.
that was my shit too.
Highlander? That was my, don't.
Oh, yo, this nigga was in Blank Man.
Yeah, yes, he was the main bad guy. He was the main bad
Yeah.
guy. What did Stevie do? Do you remember when Flash was taking when he was taking Jordan on his training day, right? And he got up
Yeah,
and
I
started
think.
beating that kid up, and his name was Stevie.
Hey, Stevie. Mother know you're here?
Oh, crap.
We never seen
Yeah.
Stevie again. We don't know why did he get that ass whooping that he got. None of the other kids got that ass whooping. Who the fuck
And
was
they
Stevie?
don't give you no background in the comic book either. I think that's just
Right on
somebody
Stevie?
that maybe he owed money from his coke deals and shit because his ass was clean.
Yeah, right. It came out. It just beat the brakes off a kid and left.
Where's my money?
Gave my man a comb and said, "All right, we good here."
I like how Gordon sized him up right there though.
Yeah,
Because he knew he was
and
gonna have a
that
problem with it.
background, yes, and that whole little background monologue was perfect.
He was like, don't do nothing, don't step in, just watch him.
He's got a Green Beret's training. He knows how to use his size, too. Don't do a damn thing. Be sure of your facts before you bring down another cop.
Yo,
Make sure you
Yo.
got your facts before you bring a cop down.
But the facts are what the facts are. That's how it goes.
you know another thing, man? Why didn't Batman ever get like any body armor?
Hey, Louis, you want your body armor?
What? No.
Starting out, he probably didn't think he was gonna get hit.
My man got shot the first day.
If you look now, his shit laced up.
He better be. My
This
man
shit
got
all-
shot the first day. And I'm like, all right, he definitely gonna wear armor after that. Went out again, got shot in a Batman costume. I'm like, well, you didn't put no armor on, bro?
He got hit up a couple times in that movie.
I hit up a couple of times, bro, like in an awful way. In an awful way. He got beat up. He got beat on that movie, actually.
Yo, that shit when he first put the costume on and he went out and he jumped on the fire escape where they was still on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine getting your ass whipped by Batman for still on the TV though. Like that's a little.
Yeah.
But-
He said, look, the little kid almost died.
That nigga almost checked, yo.
He almost
But
checked out on that one.
I like how they illustrated how fast it was because the boy hit him in the head with the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Then the rest of the fight happened. Then they showed the TV hit the ground.
Oh,
It don't take
damn.
that long. It don't take that long for TVs to hit the ground if you drop
Yeah,
out the
I
window.
ain't even peeped that.
They illustrated how fast that shit happened.
But yeah, because he had boy just holding him there.
Oh, he had a whole panic attack.
Yeah.
In the book, Bruce is thinking like the costume's a little bit too effective. Because the
But he
homeboy
started
spazzed
using
right
that.
out.
But he started
spazzed right
using
out.
it though, right? Like
Yeah.
remember when he's like, and I really love this part about this movie when he's like attacking the rich people at their homes.
Relax, Carmine. I got everything under control.
How he's knocking everybody out.
That's
You see him
another
setting up the
iconic
joint.
moment.
Dude, that was
That's another
I'm like
iconic
watching
moment.
that like, yo, that's badass. Him
That's-
talking to these dudes through the speaker, I'm like, what the hell?
That's something else that comes back in other stories. Like they
Yeah.
reference that moment in the Long Halloween. They keep like the phrase "none of you are safe" comes up a lot in Batman comics.
None of you are safe. And then put the fire out.
From this moment on, none of you are safe.
But did you read what was that? I think it was Hush. One of the clues Hush left was like the phrase. It looked like the phrase "none of you are safe," but the O was missing, right? From none, it was really 9 of you are safe. Like shit like that. It keeps nodding back to year
Now,
one.
when I be reading Hush, right, I get it confused between Hush, the comic book, and the movie. Or is there another character with that bandages around his face? Who is that?
That's his name is Tommy Elliott, is orphan kid that Bruce Wayne grew up with.
Okay. All right, and then he did all that stuff to him. Like, he figured out who he was and all that shit, right?
Yeah, he basically set him up. The movie did it different. The movie,
that's the one what they did with
they made Riddler like the bad, like the main big bad. Riddler had a part in it, but he wasn't the main. Yeah.
Let me tell you how watching that movie has confused that comic for me. Because I know Riddler was in the original comic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just it confused that comic for me.
They tend to do that a lot with these recent movies. Like, how you fuck up the Long Halloween? I've been waiting for years for them to do the Long Halloween, and they fucked it up.
Yeah. Well, it's like they be taking some deep liberties. Long Halloween, what's the other one that they did? With Joker.
The Killing Joke?
The Killing Joke. That was terrible, too. That barber scene was terrible.
I hated that.
Putting that in there was out of pocket.
I hated that with a passion, but that villain that they made, I kind of liked Paris.
You act like you've never been in a police chase before. Take the next left. Here? Here.
Yeah.
Paris France.
Well,
kind of like that particular character, but all of that shit was unnecessary.
It was, yes, thank you. And it was just it was disjointed. Like, it felt like two movies. Because it's like that happened, and then now we follow Batman. Batman now, you done kind of disgraced the dude. He's kind of a creep now, right? Like it's kind of creepy now watching him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like stories where Batman hook up with Barbara. That's weird as fuck.
No, Dick and Barbara, I'm cool with that. You know, it feels right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because like you're friends with her dad, dude. You're friends with her dad. It just seems, I don't know. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. You got Wonder Woman, you got Selena.
A lot of people take that stance. So many options.
You got a lot.
So many adult
Why do you got adult options that you can choose from, sir? Okay? Jesus. Why do we have to go here? Why?
Yeah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. That movie was a disappointment too. I love that book.
Yeah. I like the book.
Complete disappointment.
I like the book. But that movie was disappointing. So how did you feel about the end? When they actually took his baby and stuff?
So, do you know who James Gordon Jr. is?
Yes. I was about to ask you that. Do you think this is like some of that trauma that kind of made him that way? Like kind of like that serial killer way?
That's the running theory that's where it happened. That
like being his son did this. Yeah. Because that was a lot, dude. That was a lot.
Yeah.
And that Gordon gave. No! That that Gordon gave.
Mm-hmm. That shit was very convincing.
Cranston, dude, I got chills. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I already seen this movie and I was like emotionally invested in that catch. You know? I was emotionally invested in that catch. And I know I seen the movie. I knew how it was going. Just that big old guy holding his little baby was like, it was, oof. That was a lot.
And he was ruthless while he was swinging on Gordon too. Yes. Like, I'm like, he ain't got no regard for that baby. He don't give a fuck about that baby.
He like, this baby is my shield, and that is all. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness. I will say this too, right? At the end, right, when all three of them fell, why did one guy die? Like, y'all should all be dead. I'm like, no, he the only one passed out. He the only one passed out.
So that's Johnny Vitti.
Who that?
You read the Long Halloween, right? That's the first victim in the Long Halloween.
That's not the Hush one, right? That's not the Hush one, right?
No, the Long Halloween. It takes place over like the course of a year, where it's this mysterious killer going around killing people and leaving gifts to represent the holiday.
Oh, and they thought it was like Calendar Man or something at first.
Yeah, that's it.
When they were bombing that building. That shit was crazy. Like, they was really going hard. He went out here and kicked their ass.
Firebound the whole fucking building. But I have written down that is one of the illest animated set pieces of any animated thing I've ever seen. Like that start 31 minutes, 25 seconds into the movie starts the next minutes of like the best animated anything could ever. Like, that shit was fan-fucking-tastic, yo.
Yeah, that shit was nice.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
I was into that.
Even though as simple as Batman looks, as simple as the art style is, like, the animation in that sequence is beautiful, yo. Like he whooped the SWAT team ass, yo.
The fight scenes in this were fluid. You see niggas moving. You see the ups and the downs.
Everything is choreographed. There's actual choreography to it.
Yes, the cuts weren't unnecessarily too much. You know what I mean? For trauma's sake. I don't know. This was good. Watching him go through certain scenes where they was getting bombed. Remember when he was sitting under the steps?
Hold your fire! It's a bat we're after.
He's sitting under the steps just talking to us as a crowd. And like, that shit was just hot.
That's straight from the book, too. That's straight from the book. That backflip he did to get into the window, that's straight from the book, too.
Oh, him running and saving the cat. Like, he's seen that whole motion,
and that's when he won over Catwoman, too. You can tell by the look on her face. When he threw the cat out the window.
Okay, you know what? I was talking crazy. That woman is crazy. All those cats is insane, okay? All those cats is insane. She just laid in the bed just with thousands of cats around her. I'm like, oh my God. Living with a child prostitute,
is that a child? I'm not really sure. Is that a kid?
I feel like it's a kid.
I feel like it was a kid. I felt like it was a kid in the books too, but it's not really clear.
Oh, well, you can't be that clear. It's supposed to be a movie that my kid can watch. It can't be that clear. And we gotta be extremely ambiguous. The only child we'll see in this entire movie.
It was wild. Catwoman being a hooker is a wild take too.
I mean, I don't know. I thought she was always a hooker, wasn't she?
I've known her. I was introduced to her as a thief.
Oh, okay.
So like the hooker
aspect. It was crazy.
I
always felt like she was a hooker then turned thief, like how this was.
But that's how they're making it out now. It depends. I guess it depends on when you were introduced to the character.
Yeah, because I believe there's a bunch of them and different Catwomen in general.
Animated series. Yeah.
Like it's a bunch of different Catwomans.
On the '60s, John with Adam West, she was a thief then too. Like I don't remember any references to prostitution.
Right. Or the what's the names? Tim Burton's? She was a thief. Even actually, all the ones I seen, she was a thief. I think
she was kind of just crazy on the Tim.
Yeah,
what the Tim Burton she was kind of just crazy.
She was just making people mad. And then what? That newer Batman? Maybe in that one, maybe she was a.
I haven't watched it yet.
Right.
The Cape Crusader.
Like maybe that newer Batman, the Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Oh, that she's a thief in that. I thought you were talking
about.
Say
like was she? Yeah, but wasn't
Crusader.
she? Yeah. Oh, Cape Crusader. I didn't even watch that yet. That's the cartoon,
I haven't watched
right?
it yet either.
All right, y'all. Just like and subscribe, and if you want to see more of that, and then we'll do more. Brockington.